Hey everybody, Shari and Ann. Shari, you want to say hi?
How are you? Welcome.
We're here today to talk to you about special needs and essential oils and wellness options. And we have both been really excited to learn about these things for our families and wanted to give you an overview of some of the things they've done for us. Oops. Okay, so we're just going to, you can glance at this before we start. It's just a disclaimer that we're moms. We're not doctors. We're not medical professionals, but these are essential oil treatments and other things that we have done to help our families feel better and to lead a more productive life. So we hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, you want to go, Shar?
Sure. So my name's Shari Caspert, and this is my son, Matthew. He's over on the right. He's 20 years old, and we have a lot of experience because he's 20 now. We've tried pretty much everything to help him out, and I'm looking forward to sharing you some tips and secrets that have really helped enhance his life and our lives, and we don't stop learning every day to help him be better and happier and healthy. Ann?
Great. And that's Steven. He's my guy. And he just turned 18. So we've just gone through another transition phase. It feels like we just transitioned from preschool to regular school. So the years go fast. So as Shari said, there is a lot of experience behind us, but we know there's always more to learn. So we're going to tell you a little bit about how we got on this journey and ways we can help. So I'll start out with Steven. When I was first introduced to essential oils, I did not know what they were or even remotely how they could possibly affect us in a positive way in a day-to-day management of his care. I thought of a nice smell, maybe something in a spa, but definitely not something related to helping with special needs or caregiving for that matter. So Steven, just a snapshot of some of the issues we were dealing with was he had poor sleep, very, very poor sleep. He, in fact, had not slept through the night completely in 11 years. So imagine having a newborn for that many years. Some of you may. So hopefully that one little piece we're going to share with you later will help make your life easier. Had a lot of uncontrolled movements of the nervous system, muscular system. He had a lot of extended school absences. He was not thriving and would come in and out of school due to illness. He was a very picky eater, poor eater, and they weren't good, healthy foods. They were things like McDonald's, Chef Boyardee, chicken nuggets, and he loved like apple juice and things like that, sugary juices. So that wasn't good. Therefore, he had a lot of digestive distress. We did have issues certainly with tantrums and poor behavior, and it affected his ability also to focus and his attention span. So, amazingly enough, when this friend, actually a friend introduced me, another special needs mom introduced me to the concept of essential oils and some wellness products related to supporting the entire body. And we started to do some things, and we noticed his sleep improved immediately. The first night, he actually slept through the night with the use of an essential oil and a diffuser, which was amazing to me. So I was therefore very curious, did more research, and found that there were actually a lot of studies about essential oils and their ability to really support the body in so many different ways, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So it really made me dig deeper into what other things we could do. So another benefit we saw where the uncontrolled movement stopped. It was actually about 3 months into it that stopped. So that was an amazing benefit that we did not expect, he started to thrive. The sleep had improved. Therefore, I think a lot of other parts of the body started to feel better. And the school absences decreased dramatically. He now misses 1 to 2 days a year, which is near perfect attendance compared to a kid who was missing a ton of school before. He eats well now. He eats the best of anyone in my home. And his digestive system has also improved, and I'm sure that's a result of eating better and more nutritiously. His ability to focus in school, on task, at home, some problem solving, neuromuscular cognition, like there's lots of things, motor planning, we've seen improvement in. And the teachers and therapists reported. I didn't tell them exactly what we were doing because, not that I was keeping a secret, but I really didn't think about it in terms of finding these kind of results. And then they'd come to me and say, wow, what are you doing differently? We're noticing these improvements. So it was really amazing to get that third-party confirmation on how he is. And overall, he's just a happier kid. He's enjoying his life. He's able to ride his bike and do things with the family that we just weren't able to do before. So we're thrilled, and I feel incredibly blessed to have these changes. So Chevy, oops, and the dog likes.
Is that your therapy dog?
That is the therapy dog.
Irvine.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. I'll let you start while I get rid of him.
Oh, sure. Hi. So I'm back again. So Matthew, before I was introduced to essential oils and essential oil products. You know, essential oils are not just the oils or diffusers, but there are many products that actually have essential oils in them. So when I was introduced to them also by a special needs mom, and I really did some research as well, and I really didn't know much about essential oils, but I started with a tube of toothpaste because I knew how to use toothpaste and how that was good for Matthew. And I figured, all right, I'm putting the toothpaste in his mouth twice a day. This must be a good thing. So we'll get into details about that later. But Matthew also, horrible sleeper. He was up and down all night, sleep, behavior, very disruptive to himself, to all of us. And you know how it is, you know, when you're not sleeping, you're cranky too. So as a caretaker, it really was a full effect on the family. He continues to have a lot of sensory issues, but he really was very agitated. He would get very overexcited. He would be drooling a lot, mouthing everything, and just really had a lot going on in every area. One thing that Anne makes a lot of fun about me about, but lingering smells in the home. When you live only with boys, you have a lot of odors that you need to combat, and I was using a lot of, unbeknownst to me, toxic odorators in the home, but that was an issue for us. He had many illnesses. He had a lot going on with his nose. We live in the Northeast where there's quite a bit of change in temperature and climate and heat, so that was a big issue for us. Unbeknownst to me, many chemicals in the home that we were using, whether cleaning, whether items he was eating, so that was a big problem. And really just a lot of stress because of the above mentioned items. And Matthew's always been a cute and funny guy, but you know, he's pretty strong-willed and could create a lot of stress in the family. So let's see what happened after the introduction to essential oils. Okay, so Matthew often sleeps all night. I can't say every single night, but probably 90% of the time, which is fantastic because he's sleeping, all of his systems are regenerating, and he's just better for the next day, and so are we. Agitation is less, and the family is handling the stress better. We'll get into this later since Anne already mentioned that. Matthew did not get sick for the whole school year. He is so healthy. He's always, always, always at school. He always goes to his programs. I think he's maybe missed 1 or 2 days of school the last few years. And even if he does happen to get something, if there's a lot going around, he never gets it full blown anymore. He just, is healthy. He's there and really gets the best of his day. His nose irritation, no more of those nasty, what I call crime scenes in his room from his nose irritation. But that is minimized considerably. Working with Matthew, he needs assistance with pretty much everything. So he needs assistance with his bathing. He needs assistance with walking, with dressing, all kinds of things. So therefore, not only does his body, need help with certain things, mom and dad and his brother need a lot of help for their aches and pains, and the essential oils and options have really gotten us off of some of those name brand pills that we were living on. And as I mentioned before, our home smells great. So let's hear more about how we've done this.
Okay. We're in the course of our presentation. We are going to cover lots of things that we learned in our journey, right, Sherry?
Absolutely.
And how to balance the lifestyle, how to balance wellness, what steps you can take. Some are easier than others. Like Sherry said, we know how to use toothpaste, soap, and cleaner in our home, so we can get rid of the toxins and that type of thing. And then there's ways that we can support ourselves. And we're looking not only for ourselves, but for our children, our families. So behavior, neuromuscular, nutrition, brain support, and digestive were some of the issues that were consistent for both of our families. So we thought we would start with those. And in the series, we'll give you more detail about each of those areas and how we handled that and made progress. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.